Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. You tell me your roll number.
Mine is 279, ma'am.
Sweta.
Yes, ma'am.
Vignesh. Yes, others. Anish, what is your roll number? Anish, Sweta, Vignesh, and Shrikant.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your roll number?
301, ma'am. Vignesh.
Vignesh, I have given already. Others.
Ma'am, Sanhita, 273, ma'am.
Anhita, okay. 270.
Ma'am, 313. Yujita.
313.
Yes.
Yujita. Yes, ma'am. Vijay
Ma'am,
Kumar. Yeah, Vijay
303.
Kumar. Roll number.
303.
302.
303, ma'am.
303. Okay, fine. Vijay Lakshmi, what is your roll number?
302, ma'am.
302.
Yes, ma'am.
Done. Vardhan, what is your roll number? I got it. Tejaswin. Only 8 students joined so far. Karthik. Karthik, what is your roll number? Karthik?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I got it. 260, right? Roll number.
Ma'am, your signal is getting break, ma'am.
I asked for the roll number.
Ma'am, 260.
I got it. Sorry.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hitashri. Hitashri, what is your roll number?
283, ma'am.
SK Sajid. Many joined at a time. I could not take the. Like, sorry, Shrika, Shalini had taken Sweta Reddy. Sweta Reddy? Sweta Reddy, roll number?
279, ma'am.
279.
Yes.
Already given yours. Okay, fine.
Uh,
Vishal.
Two 74, ma'am.
Aishwarya.
Yes, ma'am.
264 back.
264 Sajid.
Yes, ma'am.
266, ma'am. Sajid.
Yeah, it's already taken. Yeah.
304, Vinita, ma'am.
304.
288,
288. Taken already. And what is that?
259 Satya, ma'am.
295. Vasant.
Yes, ma'am.
Satya, what is your number?
259, ma'am. Ma'am.
206,
306, ma'am.
306. Vishnu Priya.
305, ma'am.
Vishal already taken.
And 280, ma'am.
280.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, 293, ma'am. 293.
293 Uma Maheshwari. Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, 278.
298, ma'am.
1 minute. 298. Okay. 27.
Ma'am, 278.
Surya.
Surya Prakash.
Yeah. Next. So there are 25.
285, ma'am. 285.
Yeah.
312, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yogaraj.
Yeah, ma'am.
That's all. Okay, now that you have all given the names, I'll just read once. Anybody enters, then I'll see that later. So the names alone I'll read. If anything is left out, you can just say. Sahitya 259, 260. Karthik. Then Sahit 264. Shajit 266. Then Shalini 267. Sai Sanita 273. Aishwarya 274. Surya Prakash 278. Sweta 279. Syed 280.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then after that you have Tejaswin. Tejaswin 282. Then 283 Hitashri. And then you have 285 Jagadish, 288 Vardhan, 293 Uma Maheshwari, 295 Vasant, 298 Udipa, 301 Vignesh, 302 Vijayalakshmi, 303 Vijay Kumar, 304 Vinita, 305 Vishal, 306 Vishnupriya. Yeah, after that is it. Then Yogaraj 312, 313 is Yujita. Those who entered just now, whose name I never called, please tell me now one by one.
270, ma'am.
270. Akash. Yeah.
258, ma'am.
58.
258.
255, ma'am.
255.
263.
263.
Ma'am, 289, ma'am.
1 minute. 2.
289, ma'am.
289. After that, who else joined now?
272, ma'am.
272. Shobna Rashmi.
265, ma'am.
265. Anish. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, when you joined just now,
310, ma'am.
pardon?
310.
Raja. 310. Impala Raja. So there are 33 of you. 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Good. So almost I have taken all who enters now. That has to be done separately. Now I'll start the class. Yeah, able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The first thing I have to ask you is, like other batches have asked for the concepts. They said they don't want to do the paper now because concept should be clear. Then they'll go for the paper. So I want the feedback from you also, whether you want your paper to be done or you want the concepts.
Concepts,
Concepts,
ma'am.
Concepts, ma'am.
Fine. Okay, I'll do. Okay, the two persons who entered now, please give me your roll number. 2 persons who entered now.
291, ma'am.
Yeah, Vinny. What's your roll number?
291.
Vinith.
Yes, ma'am.
And one more person. Vishali or who entered just now? Recent.
Vaishali, ma'am.
Vaishali. Yeah, Vaishali, tell me yours. Roll number.
294, ma'am.
And the last one is Yuvraj. Yuvraj? The one who entered now, fine. Last one. Is it Yuvraj?
Yeah, ma'am.
Roll number 314.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So then we'll do one thing, we'll go for the concept, and the concept which I started in other classes, I would like to do the same thing for you also, so that tomorrow there won't be any kind of a difference. Like I will do in the same way, like what I had done for the others. So I think these problems we have already done. So we started with this one, so I didn't do this problem. Instead of this, the time and work concepts I was just giving. So shall I start with that?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What's time and work done for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Already done. So can you please answer some small questions in time and work? Then I'll start with this class. Just to know where you stand. If you know many things, then I don't have to go in detail. Sindhuja Muruganathan. Sindhuja Muruganathan. Roll number. Sindhuja Muruganathan, roll number please.
Ma'am, 271.
271.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your first class?
No, ma'am.
I have not marked other time. Did you come last class?
No, ma'am.
You didn't come, right? This is your first class.
Yes, ma'am.
Say yes. Sir. Kavya is also marked. Okay, fine. Okay, then we'll start with the concepts now. Time and work, if it is done, because who did time and work for you? All different people, right? If you keep answering my question, then I can do it in detail. Otherwise, I'll do something different and you may be expecting something different. Did anyone do time and distance for time and work for you? Hello?
Senthil Kumar, sir.
Okay, fine. Because I just wanted to know which method is doing, because each one is doing in different way. So Senthil Kumar means you would have done in the normal method where if I say
Individual and group work.
yeah, the time and work. Okay, I'll give you the complete detail then. Time and work, when you consider, you have three types of problems. One is like giving individual efficiency. So when the individual efficiency is mentioned, that is one type of problem. The second is group problem. Group efficiency is given, that group of people can do and so in that way. And the third is the time problem. So all these three will come under time and work. Group problem is not that difficult. Mostly we use this MDH by W. This formula we use it and we get the answer easily. Individual efficiency, I have to do it in detail. And the tank is nothing but the same individual efficiency. Whatever you're doing, it's going to be the same way. Not much difference. Okay. So we'll start with this one now. Individual efficiency, the first step. Here what I do is individually one person, suppose I say a single person like A can do a particular work in say 3 hours. Assumption is made that every 1 hour the person is going to do the same amount of work and he completes the work. Let us consider the work as W. So how much of work will he do it in 1 hour? If A can complete the work in 3 hours, in 1 hour,
1 by 3.
1 by 3 of what?
Of the working.
Of the work. Good. So similarly, we consider another person like B. Suppose I say B can complete the work in 5 hours. Okay. So how much of work B will do in 1 hour? 1 by 5 part of the work.
1 by 5.
So this is the what you would have learned, and this whole thing is done in 1 hour. I'm not going to teach you in this method, but still, what is taught to you, I just want you to recollect that, and then we'll start with this. So when you add these two, it's going to be 5 plus 3 divided by 5 into 3. Part of the work is done in 1 hour. So the entire work means you keep only W here and then take this remaining part to the other side. Vishnu Priya. Vishnu Priya. I'll write it. Later you give me the your roll number. Now I don't want to disturb again in that one. Okay. Then when you consider this whole work, then we take this part to this side. Then we say 5 into 3 by 5 plus 3. I'm just bringing this part to the other side, hours. So this is what you would have done. Then that is 15 by 8. And the shortcut also, when the two persons are doing, the shortcut is how long will they take if they have to work together. In that case, it is nothing but AB by A plus B. That is what we have done here. 5 into 3 by 5 plus 3. So this is one shortcut for this particular problem. Whenever they are asking two different values, it's a simple problem. Mostly you won't be getting problem of this kind. Suppose I say A can complete in 12 hours, B can do it in 15 hours. Together, how long will they take to complete the work? Come on, quick answer. I don't want you to calculate and tell. How do you write that? If A can do it in 12 hours, B can do it in 15 hours. Together, how long will they take to complete the work? Same as this one. What you're supposed to do? 12 into 15 by 12 plus 15. I don't want the answer. I just want you to tell this only. How you are going to write it. Still not clear? Hello?
Clear, ma'am.
If A can do it in, say, 6 hours, B can do it in 8 hours. Together, how long will they take to complete the work?
6 into 8 by 6 plus 8.
Okay. So this is a basic thing. It is applicable only for the two persons, and that too when they do it together without any break. Okay. So the same problem, I would like to do it in a different way. Okay. Now I said that A can do it in the first problem which I gave you. Let me take the same thing. A can do it in 3 hours. B can do it in 5 hours. Together, how long will they take to complete the work? So what we do is, you have taken in the previous problem W as a work, but I'm going to take here as some units. So my way of doing the problems, like you would have seen in percentage also, I always assume a value so that the problem becomes easier to calculate. So here also you're going to assume the total work. So what will you assume as a total work here? When you want to assume the total work, what will you assume as a total work here? Not clear.
1.
Usually 1 we take. That is what we have done in the previous problem, like W you are taken, 1 you are taken. But here what I'll do is, I'll go for the LCM of the given data. Blindly, without knowing what is given there. I don't want to see in the problem like A can do or B can do. But the given data is 3 and 5. So I'll just consider only the 3 and 5 irrespective of whatever the problem is. What is LCM of 3 and 5? What is LCM of 3 and 5? 15. So I'll consider
15.
the work which you are going to say, I'm going to divide this into 15 equal parts. That's it. So that is, I'm going to take this as 15 units. Imagine there's a work involved and I consider that in terms of 15 units. So this 15 units of work is what will be done by A and B. When A does this 15 units in 3 hours, in 1 hour, how many units it can do?
5 units.
5 units. So you can write in this way, 3 hours, A can do 15 units. So in 1 hour, A can do 15 by 3. That is nothing but 5 units. Similarly, B can do this 15 units in 5 hours. So in 1 hour, how many units B can do?
3 units.
3 units.
Right. So we are just taking this in this way. A can do 5 units every 1 hour and B can do 3 units every 1 hour. So when we consider that 1 hour work, what is the work done by A and B together? When you consider this 1 hour work, A and B together will do 5 plus 3, 8 units. Okay. So to complete this 15 units, how much time they are going to take then? Okay, this also we can write it in this way. We can say, you can just write this 8 units they are going to complete in 1 hour. Okay. So 15 units, how much time is going to take? Cross multiply. This is one thing which you have to consider. See, when I, let me not take X. If I take X is Y, and then if I say M is what, then you can say, or M is what, or I suppose M is N, then you can say Xn equal to My, provided they are directly proportional. That is also important. Important is like, here, like The time and the number of units done is directly proportional. If you spend more time, you can complete more units. So they are directly proportional. So whenever the two data are directly proportional, that is if x y increases, x increases. If you say in that way, n increases, then m also increases. In that case, always go for cross multiplication. We can say xn is equal to my. So here I'm taking this way. 8 units can be done in 1 hour, then 15 units can be done in say x hours. So when I say x hours, what are you supposed to do? 8x equals 15 into 1, or x is equal to 15 by 8. That is what is your answer. But still, some people have a doubt whether to divide or multiply. And for that, what I use is there's something called T method. T method is you have to write total work here, time here, rate here. So in this, we can say total work is nothing but time into rate. Rate is like here we have the rate of 5 units, right? So this is the one basic thing which you can use. Those who really have doubt, even I was using it earlier, and later this is there in my mind, like, okay, this is rate is so much, so I don't have to write, but I know how, like where what will fall, so I'll just get the answer easily. So this is out of these three, if any two is known, the third can be found out. Okay, I will do the same problem using this one now. So the given data is A can do it in 3 hours, B can do it in 5 hours. That's all. In this process, the first step is always go for the total work, which is nothing but LCM of the given data, irrespective of where what is given, doesn't matter. Sometimes A, B together they would have given. Still you will take it. Okay. So that is nothing but 15. So we have declared this number of units is 15 units in the first step. The second step, when you come to this, you have to find the individual rate now in terms of units. Individual rate in terms of units you have to find, because we are not giving this in the form of units here. Here it's in terms of hours. Now because we have taken the total work as in terms of units, this also we have to convert and write it in the form of units. And for that, always what you do is you consider individually the T form for each of this number, each of this person. So A and B, there are 2 person here. So make it and write the total unit what they're going to do. 15 units individually when A does. A is going to consume how many hours? 3 hours. So that's the time. Therefore, as you know that product of these two is going to be 15, therefore this is going to be 5. Similarly, here B will do 15 units. The time taken is going to be 5 hours. Therefore, this is 3. And this meaning is going to be like 5 units per hour. That's a rate of A. And this is going to be 3 units per hour. That's going to be the rate of B. So further, whatever you are going to do now, you need only these 3 datas. You don't need any other thing. Okay. We have converted the complete problem which was given in terms of hours in terms of now units. So there are the problem now is like totally there are 15 units of work. A can do 5 units every 1 hour and B can do 3 units every 1 hour. So based on this, we are going to do the problem. So the third step will be the very first 2 steps, whatever I'm giving now here is common for any kind of problem. I'm not reading the problem. I don't want to know what are the complications inside that. Only thing is I'll just see what are the data given. Based on that, I assume this and I assume this. Okay. Then third step when you come, then you have to see what the problem is as. So in this, I have given you a problem like A and B are going to work together. Again, you put 1 T here. When they work together, given that they are completing the entire work, so therefore I have to write 15. If they don't give you the entire work, you don't have to write this. Okay. It's given that A, B together complete the work, therefore that is 15. How about the rate here? Can anyone say what's the rate?
8.
8, because I said A and B. So irrespective of whatever the problem, the minute I write as A and B, you just have to consider this and this. If it is only A, you have to write only 5. If it is only B, you have to write only 3. But when I say A and B, you write both together, that is nothing but 8. 5 plus 3. You know the two of them, then third can be found out, which is nothing but 15 by 8. When you know these two, this is nothing but this divided by this. Okay. You may think that this is a lengthy process. Previously, what I have done is very simple. We can just go for 3 into 5 by 3 plus 5. Fine. As I said, when there are only two values given and there is no complication in the problem, you can directly go for that. 3 into 5 by 3 plus 5. But this one will be useful when you have different kinds of problem. Now I'll start with one problem. Okay. Let me consider A can complete the work in 12 hours. B can complete the same work in 15 hours. Then, shall I start with the basic now to see whether you all understood this? Using this, okay, no need. I already done the basic. I don't want to do that. A starts the work. A starts the work after 1 hour. B joins. 1 hour, B joins. Okay. Now you have to tell me how long it takes to complete the work. How long, or I can say how, yeah, B joins and finishes the work. Let me write that also. B joins and both together finishes the work. Okay. Please understand my handwriting. It's not that clear. But still, finishes the work. Now you have to tell me how long was B working? How long was B working? Either you can, this question can be of any type. I can just say how long was B working, how long it took to complete the work, how long was A working, anything can be there. Now, how will you proceed in this? The process which I given, you're going to consider the same thing, and I want you to answer the process now. What is the first step?
LCM of two values.
That's a total work, which is going to be LCM of 12 and 15. What is it?
60.
Good, 60. LCM of 12 and 15 is 60. So that means you're going to assume now the total work is 60 units. What's the second step?
Individual rate.
Find the individual rate. So for individual rate, you know that there are two people. If there are three, then you need three of this. So what will you do for individual rate? Put one T for A, put one T for B. What are you supposed to fill here? Whenever you're doing the first step or the second step, please don't go through this. That is a problem asked.
Well.
That will be only in the third step. Don't ever look into that now. Yeah. What is the stated rate? Yeah, what will you write here?
60.
60. How about for B?
60.
60.
Okay. What else is given in the
12.
60.
12 hours. 8.
and here it is
15.
15 hours.
so what is this here to fit?
5 units.
12.
This is so what is
12.
it now? As per this, what are the data given now?
15.
A can do 5 units per hour.
12. 15.
Is there something wrong here?
4 units.
4 units.
4 units.
4 units. Right. So when A can do 5 units,
4, ma'am.
you should have corrected me, right? Nobody corrected. So these are the data given here, right? So what are the main data required now? 60, 5, and 4. Now come to the third step. What we should do in the third step?
A and B.
A and B. Initially, who is working?
A is working.
And then I should consider that also, right? A and B are working, but I didn't say that A and B are working together from the beginning. So you have now two parts in the problem. It's not a single thing. Like in the previous problem, I said A, B together complete. So there is only one part of the problem. But now the problem is split into two parts. That is, A alone is going to work separately initially. And after that, B is also joining. So now I'll put A and B together. Okay. Now in this first one, which is a data which you can fill, which is given. Now you go to the problem. In the problem you have to see, very first thing what you can fill without even seeing the problem is rate. What is the rate of A?
5 units.
5.
5. So first you fill this one. What is the rate of A and B?
9.
9.
9, because A is 5 and B is 4. So even now you don't have to see the problem. So before seeing the problem, the minute you are putting this A and B, fill this rates. And now what else is given here? In the problem, what else is given? Now go to the
It starts the work after an hour.
So that means how long A is working alone?
1 hour.
1 hour. So therefore this is what is given in the problem now. A is working for 1 hour. So when these two are known, can you not fill this one? How much is this? Total work done by
5.
5.
5.
As I told you, when two of them are known, third can be filled. So 1 into 5 is 5. So A is going to complete how many units? Before B joins? 5 units. So you know totally there are 60 units and A is going to complete 5 units. What's the balance left out?
55 units.
55. So when B joins, he sees that 5 is already completed and there are only 55 units to be done. So what's the time taken by A and B together?
55 by 9.
55 by 9. Good. That's going to be like 6 hours and 1 by 9. 1 by 9 you don't have. Okay, let me calculate that also. When you have 55 by 9, if suppose you are asked to find the time taken by B to complete it, you can just say 54. 9 into 6 is 54. So 6 hours it takes. When 54 goes, only 1 is the 1 by 9. Again multiply this into 60 to convert this into minutes. So what is this one? In 3 this is 20 by 3. Okay. So 6 hours. So when I say this is 20 by 3, how many minutes? 6 minutes, correct?
6 minutes.
The balance is 2 by 3. Convert this into seconds by multiplying into seconds here. Okay.
40 seconds.
So this is going to be 40. So there will be B will be working for 6 hours, 6 minutes, and 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Good. Is that clear? So this is the one I was saying. Now you have seen that when you fill step by step all the values, you get the answer. You don't have to struggle. It's like I cannot say it's a brain work. If it's step by step you keep writing, you will get the answer directly. So shall I give one more problem? Venkatesh. Okay. So I want you to do one more problem now to see whether you have understood. I don't want only 2% to answer. Please, everybody get involved in this. I want everyone to answer this. Let me copy the same problem with a small change again. I'll give the same problem so that you don't have to again and again calculate the values. A starts, instead of saying that A starts the work, let it be in the same way. A starts the work after 2 hours. After 2 hours, B joins, and the last one is A leaves 1 hour before the completion of the work. Okay. Now this is okay. You can consider either way. You can consider only how long was B working or any other question. Question is not a matter. You can take, if you know all the values, you can answer all the questions. So the question now is A is A can complete the work in 12 hours. B can complete the work in 15 hours. A starts the work. After 2 hours, B joins. Both together finish the both together finish the work. I'm sorry, this is wrong. Now both together work. They don't finish the work. Both together work. And A leaves 1 hour before the completion of the work. Right. Now I want you to start this and do it. I think I can type it actually. A. To do it now, I'll ask now. It starts the work. Completed? Okay, this is a question. I didn't give this. A can the same problem, but this one I just don't want to have this too bad writing. Is that clear now? Shall I start? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you tell me one by one.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the first step you have to do?
LCM.
LCM.
Well,
So LCM, which already I have done, so I don't have to spend
60.
too much of time there. Yes, 60 units. Second one. Second also the same thing.
individual.
Individual rate and the same thing. You don't have to change anything in the 60 by 12 is fine. 60 by
15, 40.
15,
by 15 is
4,
fine. Now come to the third one. You tell me.
10 to
A
5.
starts 2 hours before.
A,
So 10 to 5.
what is that 10 to 5?
Total work
Yeah,
is 10.
Total.
Now,
what
first
unit
thing
is
what
10?
you have to do is wait a minute. First thing is how many T's I have to put here?
3 T's.
3 T's.
Three. First thing, so please go step by step. The first thing is there are 3 parts in the problem. First, A is starting the work, that is one part. Then both are working together, that's second part. Then the final 1 hour, who is working?
B alone.
B alone.
Because B alone is working. That means A is leaving and B alone is working. So first, initially, A is going to work for 1 hour that's given in the problem. After
2
that,
hours,
2
ma'am.
hours, ma'am.
oh, I'm sorry.
A alone 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay, fine. 2 hours. Then, then after that, A and B are going to work together. And there's nothing given here. After that, B alone is going to work. How long B alone is working?
1 hour.
1 hour. Because A leaves 1 hour before the completion of the work. That means last 1 hour only B is going to work. So these are the data given. What else you can fill here?
We can
What
complete
else?
5 units. So total unit 10.
No, ma. First, one by one, please do it. What to be filled here? I asked.
5, ma'am.
Why? What to be filled here?
9.
Because A and B together, 5 plus 4, 9. What to be filled here?
4.
4.
4. So you know these two, so you can fill here. As he said, no?
10.
This is 10.
10.
This way cannot control. What is this one?
4.
4.
So AB will be doing the balance part of it, correct? So you know that 10
Yes.
plus 4 is done by, as for the
14.
timing given, you know, 14 is done. Out of 60, 14 goes. What is the balance?
46.
46. So this 46 is what they both are doing together.
Yes, ma'am.
Therefore, the time taken by A and B is 46.
46 by 9.
9.
How long was B working?
4 hours.
46. Wait a minute. 46 by 9 is how much?
5 hours, 1
5 hours, 1 by 9. So 1 by 9 again 60. This is going to be 5 hours. This is going to be 20 by 3. 20 by 3 is minutes. Like last time we calculated. Same calculation.
40 seconds.
40 seconds. So B is going to work for 5 hours, 6 minutes, 40 seconds. Is it correct?
plus 4 hours.
Plus
Plus
I mean,
1 hour.
4
1
hours.
hour,
1 hour.
sorry.
1
1 hour.
hour. So 6 hours, 6 minutes,
6 minutes,
40
40.
seconds. Isn't it easy or tough? Is it
Easy, ma'am.
easy or tough? Only thing is, if you have register this in your mind, you don't even have to use pen because it's only addition subtraction. You're not doing anything else here. So you can easily add and then you can do. Of course, there is a fraction involved here. If there is no fraction, if it is all integer values, then it will be very easy for you to add all this and then get. Okay. So usually in my class, what I say is don't use pen for time and work. Think and tell the answer. That's it. So what will I give it the 3 variables? With that, I'll stop this. Then I'll do something else. One I'll do with the 3 variables because 2 alone you're done. So when 3 comes, you may get confused. A can complete the work in 6 hours. B can complete the work in 8 hours. C can complete the work in 10 hours. Okay. Now the question is A and B together, they work for 1.5 hours. B and C together work for 2 hours. The balance work is done by C. How long will C take to complete the work? Don't think this is a complicated problem because the steps which I given, when you fill all that, you will get the answer. Very few. Okay, just tell me how many steps involved. First, you have to find total unit of work, right?
Yes, ma'am.
The second step, individual rate, that also is not an issue for you.
Yes,
A,
ma'am.
B, C, there are 3 of them. That's over. Third, how many parts are there? How many T's you have to put? In the third step, the problem is involved now. How many steps you are going to put there?
5, ma'am.
There are only 3, right? 1,
3, ma'am.
2, 3. That's all. You just put 3. What you are going to put here is like 1 you are going to put as A and B. Other one you are going to put as C. Third one you are going to put C. When you fill all this, you will get the answer, correct?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
made you say 5? Just want to know. Maybe you got confused with this A, B, and B, C. Right. The minute I say A and B together, it's going to have 1 T. B and C together is going to have 1 T. C will have separate. Right? Yeah, now can you do it? If you want to say, tell me, I'll start filling. Just 2 minutes you take. Fill it. Try yourself, then you tell me. Meanwhile, I'll just note down this attendance. Vishnu and Venkatesh. Vishnu Priya, who joined now? Vishnu Priya,
Yes, ma'am.
306. Recently you joined now?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. And Venkatesh, roll number. Venkatesh, roll number.
Ma'am, Vishnu Priya 269, ma'am.
Ah, that's what I had because already there it's marked.
Ma'am,
Vishnu Priya.
308, ma'am.
No. The recently the one who joined. Late joining. 308 is
V. Kavyashri, ma'am.
308 Kavishri are marked already.
Okay, ma'am.
That I have marked already. 1 minute. Hello.
Okay, ma'am.
Shouldn't I actually call you after the class? Just in class.
287, ma'am.
287. Vijay Lakshmi. What? 287 is Vijay Lakshmi. No, sorry. That's a serial number. Serial number. Okay. Venkatesh. Fine.
Another room.
Yes, ma'am. Time over. Either you do it or I'll fill it up. Anybody who is ready to say, just tell me.
Total work.
If you're done, you can share your screen also, like I'm sharing now. If anybody is doing it on the paper, please share it and show me that. Has anyone completed?
Total work, ma'am.
Total work. Okay.
120.
How much? 120.
120.
Good.
120.
Total work is 120 because that's a LCM of 6, 8, and 10.
8 and 10.
120 units. Second step.
A and B.
A?
B.
No. A, B. Okay. A, B,
C.
C. Yeah, what should we fill here?
120.
120.
Everywhere 120. Now this one is
6.
6,
8.
8.
10.
8,
10,
10,
Good. Next.
20.
20,
20,
15,
10.
12,
12.
She's at 12.
A and B.
Third step. A and B.
B and
1
C.
T for that.
B and C,
B.
20. C alone 20.
C alone. What will you fill here?
20.
Okay, forget about all that. This one you fill now because you know the rates clearly. So fill this one. A and B, what is the
35.
35? Because A is 20, B is 15. 20 plus 15 will be 35. How about this one?
25.
B and C is
27.
27.
27. That is 15 plus 12.
12.
C is
12.
only 12.
12.
C is doing alone. And given here is A and B are working for how long?
1.5 hours.
1.5 hours.
By
3
2.
by
That is 1.5 hours. B and C are working for
2.
2 hours.
2 hours. And this is what you have to find out. So we don't know that. So you will just say 3 by 2 into 35 is how much? 3 into 35?
52.5.
3 into 35 is 105. 105 by 2 is 52.5.
52.5.
Good. Here 2 into 27 is
54.
54. So this you have to find out. What you have to find out. So already when AB or BC work together, they are going to complete how much of unit? 52.5 and 54.
106.5.
So out of 120, you have to subtract this. 120 minus 106.5 is how much?
13.5.
13.5.
13.5. Good. So that is what C is going to do. Right. So what is the time taken by C? 13.5 divided by 12.
Divided by 12.
So now we will try to
9
do
by 8.
9 by 8. Good. 13.5 by 12 when you have double both the things so that the fraction goes off. That's going to be 27 by 24. And remove 9 from this. Not 9, sorry. 3 from this. You will get 9 by 8. 9 by 8 again. You remove 1 from this. That is 1 hour. Left out is 1 by 8. Multiply into 60 as usual as. Then how many times will they go? 7 times. 7 minutes. 56 goes, balance is 4 by 8. 4 by 8 is nothing but half into 60 is going to be 30. So it's going to be 1 hour, 7 minutes,
7 minutes.
30
30 seconds.
Good, that's it. So you are not spending too much of calculation also you are not doing here, right? You just have to fill the values. Only thing is, please remember, like as per the problem, like how many are there, that you have to say. Right. Now is it clear?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think you'll forget this method. So this is actually time and work is the simplest thing. Like any problem comes without using pen, also you can do it directly. Of course, you have different types in this. I'm not saying this is the only problem. This is a basic problem I given. There are different types in this. Like sometimes I'll say that A, B together working, finish the working. Instead of giving you here, like 1 minute. Instead of giving here individual rates, together it will be given. Like A, B together they work and they finish in 6 hours. B and C together. So that is a different kind of problem. Okay. And one small another type of problem. So only thing is there are many students who say that when one problem is taught, when you see the book, when you get a different types of problem, they say, ma'am, you didn't teach me that type of problem. So how do I understand how to do that one? That is the reason I said logically you understand what exactly you are doing it, so that you can apply that and you have to think. So that is what is the aptitude difference is. You will not get any two different same type of problem. It will be always different. So you have to think of it logically. If you understand, then you can think and manipulate that. Another type of problem which I want to introduce is still have. A is twice as efficient as B. Okay. Together, they complete the work in 18 days. Together, they complete the work in 18 days. How long will B take to or individually, how long will they take? How long will B take to complete the work? You just find out only for B at least. A is twice as efficient as B. Together, they complete the work in 18 days. How long will B take to complete the work?
12 days.
When A and B together take 18 days to complete the work, individually will they take more time or less time?
More
Like
time.
you are, it will take more time, not less. Okay.
More time.
Then it cannot be 12 days, right? Okay, shall I explain?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to do it. I'll just
Ma'am, voice break.
Hello, can you hear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thing is, 1 minute. I'll adjust my mic. Yeah, I think now it'll be clear. So we are going to see now, A is twice as efficient as B I given. Now you are now going to assume the total work. Like in the previous problem, when the individual efficiency was given, like A can do it in 6 hours or B can do it in 8 hours, you have taken the total work. That is the assumption we did. But here, the total work cannot be taken now. First, initially, the efficiency is not given. I mean, how long they'll take to complete the work, it's not given. So what we'll do is we'll go with the assumption of the efficiency. When it is given that A is twice as efficient as B, if you assume that, who is faster in this? A is faster or B is faster?
A is faster.
A is faster. So what you can do is, if you assume that B can do 1 unit per day, imagine. A can do 1 unit per day.
2 units.
2 units, because A is twice.
Efficient.
So together, A and B together, how many units will they do together in 1 day?
3 units.
So they will do 3 units per day, right? And how many days they are taking to complete the work?
18 days.
So every day, how many units they'll do together?
3 units.
So what's the total unit? 54, right?
54.
So we have just assumed that B can do 1 unit in that way, like A will be 2 units. Together they will do 3 units and they are going to complete the work in 18 days. So all the every day they are going to do 3 units. So 18 into 3, there are 54 units. So now we have to take this T. A 54. B, because that's a total unit. Again, I'll go back to T only. What is the rate of A?
2.
2. So the rate will be 2 here. What is the rate of B? 1.
1.
How long will B take to complete the work?
27.
How long will B take to complete the work?
54.
54.
So this assumption is one thing which is required, and after that go back to your T. If you understand that, you don't have to put this T also, directly can do it. But initially, if you are having a little bit of confusion, please go for this T always. Because I have seen that when I teach in the class, they find it very difficult to put this T and they never use it. They'll write this way, that way, then finally they come, they'll make mistake, then again I tell them, use this T first. Okay. Once you're familiar with this, you don't have to use this. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Then the tank also, I'll just finish up because you are here to do this tank problem. The one tank problem I'll just give you, simple one, where you're going to use the same logic. Group problem is separate, whereas the tank problem and your time and work individual efficiency problem, both are almost similar. Suppose I say there is a tank and there is an inlet pipe, there is an outlet pipe. The inlet pipe, say it can fill the tank in 5 minutes. If I say there is a tank, inlet tap can fill this in 5 minutes, and outlet can empty the tank in 3 minutes. Okay. How long will it take to fill the tank when both the taps are open? Which is faster here? I say only when inlet pipe, I'm not taking this. Only when the inlet pipe is open, it is going to fill the tank in 5 minutes. And only when the outlet pipe is open, when the tank is full and there is no inlet, then it is going to empty the tank in 3 minutes. Now, can you say which is faster, inlet or outlet?
Outlet.
Outlet.
Oh, I'm sorry, I taken the other way. I'm okay. Then in that case, okay, let me not start with this one because I'll give this problem later. Just keep it. I'll give you the other way. Sorry, I made a mistake. This is 3 minutes and this is 5 minutes. Okay. So now, when both the taps are open, how long will it take to fill this? Now you know that this is faster, this is slower. And when both the taps are open, how long will it take to empty the tank?
15 minutes.
15 minutes? How do you calculate this 15 minutes?
3 into 5.
Okay. See, just consider this. Let the capacity of the tank be LCM of the given data again. Same thing. Like in time and work, we are considering the total unit. Here, we are going to consider as a total capacity. Okay. And filling rate in terms of units you have to see. So the same T, 15, 3 minutes is going to be 5. So it's going to fill 5 units every 1 minute. That's the rate of this pipe. Outlet rate is 15, 5, 3. So it's going to bring out 3 units every 1 minute. Okay. So now, when I say it's going to bring in 5 units of water, that is when both the taps are open, what is going to happen is every 1 minute it is going to bring in 5 units, but 3 units will go out. So what's the balance left out here?
2 units.
2 units.
So that means every 1 minute, this is for every 1 minute I'm saying, it is going to have 2 units. To fill this 15 units, how long it's going to take? Again, use this T. 15 units to be filled. And the rate of filling now, when both the taps are open, is 2 units. So the time taken is
7.5.
yeah, 7.5. And this T can be used everywhere. Okay. And blindly I'm taking it. I didn't even think of what to be done here. I'm just taking here. The minute I have assumed this, I go for this rate. The minute here, I go for this rate. And then when you keep it in the form of a units, it was easy for you to understand, right? 5 units is coming in, 3 units is going out. So 2 is left out per minute. So I'm using this. That's a rate of the tank filling when both the taps are open. Therefore, you can get this answer easily. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now come to this one. The same problem, but I have given in the reverse way. So here, this can fill in 5 minutes. It can empty this in 3 minutes. Definitely, when both the taps are open, it is not going to fill the tank, right? Because less number of water comes, more amount of water goes out. So definitely, it's not going to fill in. It is only going to empty. So the question is different here. When the when the tank is full, and both the taps are open, how long will it take to empty the tank? It's the same question, but reversed pipes. Therefore, I can only say emptying the tank, not filling the tank. In this case, I asked for filling the tank. Here, emptying the tank. When both the taps are open, how long will it take to empty the tank? Same process. Same process. Take the LCM. 15. Go for the rate. 15, 5, 3. Here is going to be 15, 3, 5. That means 3 units is coming in, 5 units is going out, correct? How is that 5 unit goes out? The tank is already full. That means it has water in this. 3 units is brought in by this one. 5 unit goes means the 2 units of this tank water also goes out, right? This 3 will go out, ma'am. This 2 also will go out. That means the tank capacity will come down by 2 units for every 1 minute. Still not clear?
No, ma'am.
Clear.
Clear, right? So therefore the time taken again is going
Not
to be
clear, ma'am.
not clear. Okay. See here, what I said is, as per this problem, like here we are done. Now it is going to be 3 units per minute. It's going to get in, and outlet is 5 units per minute. It's going to go out. So when I say 3 units is bringing in, that 3 units will definitely go through this one directly. But the capacity of this one draining is 5 units.
5.
So when the 3 which is coming in is going out directly, and then it is also going to pull 2 units of the tank water because it's already filled, right? So you have water fully here. That also will go out because it has to take out 5 units. So what is happening is, this is not at all related to filling of the tank. This water goes directly here. Other than that, 2 more units is going out of this tank. So every 1 minute, 2 units is reduced here. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that clear now? So the same process. You're going to have the same thing. So it is going to take 15 by 2 minutes to empty the tank. Every 1 minute, 2 units goes out. So you can just think of that. When it happens 7 minutes, 14 unit goes out. Left out is only 1 unit. So that will take another half a minute to take out. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So tank problem also, you have compared to this time and work individual efficiency problem, tank problems are little tougher. Okay. So little complication will be there. But otherwise, please understand the concepts which I'm using. And this is only one of the method which I have given you. I'll just come out of this. This is only one of the method which I have given you. Okay. So it doesn't mean that like you have to always follow this method. Okay then. All of you are given the attendance, right?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
number has come down. Okay then. See you. So you want the same way some other concept next week?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Which topic?
Pipes.
Numbers.
Numbers. Numbers is very vast. Okay, we'll start with numbers next. Next class we'll do numbers. Okay. Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.